Cherry blossoms is a symbol of fragility and beauty of life, and it is said that life is overwhelmingly beautiful and tragically short by Homer Kuntu. As a CSU students, we recognize different cultures based that we're from different races or mixed races, and us as Americans, we recognize their countries as well. In the website U.S. Today, 8.61 million people visited Japan in 2010, and Japan is becoming one of the world's leading nations. Since I was 12, I've been researching this topic because that I'm really intrigued by their culture, and I will talk about why Japan has such an intriguing culture and what it has to bring to the foreigner, and 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 because it's been visited so many times for cross-cultural experiences. I will talk about why it should visit its cities, its historical avenues, and then its cultural aspects of it. First, let's go by why should visit its cities. Many people do not know about the cultural aspects of Japan, so they will rather listen to what the cities can bring to them. And I will talk about Shibuya, which really gets a lot of credit in Japan. And Shibuya, which is in the district of Tokyo, it has a lot of shops, restaurants, bars, and clubs. But what's known for the most is the Scramble Crossing, which is free of charge, and which is a busy pedestrian walk. And this was according to the website textoinjection.com published in 2014 by Melissa Tolentino, which is an article writer about facts of commercial related subjects. Japan has a lot of foreign activity, based that they don't have a lot of racial or immigration problems, and their social classes are not made as different compared to the U.S. or England. And this was according to the book Planning for Cities and Regions in Japan, published by Liverpool University Press in 1994 by Phyllis Shapira and Master David W. Anderson, which they are authors of many books about cultural expeditions. So now that you know why you should visit a major city in Japan, now let us move on why you should visit its historical avenues. A lot of people do not know drastically how the Japanese culture grants beauty to its historical avenues, but it's okay. I'll walk you through the Kanazawa Grand Castle and its beautiful garden, and then to the geisha tea houses in Higashiyama district. In the Kanazawa Grand Castle and its beautiful garden was from the Kara clan, and the Kara clan's castle was built in 1583, and it still resides there as a park. And then when you go inside, you can see its loopholes for matchlocks, which were used against their enemies. And then you can go visit its beautiful garden, which is said to be one of the most beautiful federal lords gardens in Japan. And in there's a big pond called the Kasumi Gaike, which is believed to have an ageless hermit with miraculous power. And this was pulled out of the website called Kanazawa Tourism, and it was published in 2016 by Kanazawa City Tourism Association. Now the geisha tea houses were built in 1820 in Higashiyama, still in Kanazawa, and geisha or geiko-san, which are named out of respect in the part of that region. There are about 50 of them in each 15 house tea house district, and there's an event every year in the Ochaya tea house where you can see them dance and surf. And this was according to the Experience Kanazawa website, which was published in 2011 by Arctics Incorporation. So now that you know why you should visit it's beautiful cities. Oh, it's beautiful city, and then why you should visit their cultural no historical avenues. Let us move on. Why you should visit its cultural aspects of it. Any oh no sorry Japan, it's one of the oldest cultural one of the oldest cultural uh, cultures in the world, and 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 I'll talk about why you should visit its festivals, and and in 1949, archaeological finds were said that humans have lived in Japan way more earlier than the Old Stone Age, before the New Stone Age. So that goes back to 30,000, 50,000 BC, and I believe it's worthwhile to go visit Japan, based that its cultural has a lot of deep belief systems, and this fact was pulled out of the book called Japanese Culture, 4th edition by Paul Varley, published by the Mapleville Book Manufacturing Group in the 2000s. And I believe it's worthwhile to go visit its shrines and its festivals based on its old age, and three favorite top festivals is the Takayama festival in Takayama, and the Jiyomatsuri festival in Kyoto, and the Chichibu Yomatsuri festival in Chichibu City, and they all offer to please gods or for shrines, and they're different aspects of it. Some are just for entire months, some are just for the night, and some are just for different stages of the year, and they'll involve floats, fireworks, music, and wood carvings. And this was according to the website JapanGuide.com, published in 2016. So now that you know some facts about Japan, let's go to the conclusion. I gave you a lot of facts about Japan, and so you can be intrigued by it, and I hope you want to go visit, and Ichido Hiyano Inoru, which means I wish you a smooth road, and you can see kids. Alright. Thank you.